Hi there. I am taking on a personal challenge and wondered if you wanted to join me. The challenge involves Zoom. As a little background, I found myself the other day on a Zoom call, and perhaps you can relate to what happened, which was I started to have a little judgment about someone who was sharing something, about kind of what they were saying and how they were saying it, but what I noticed most of all was the impact that had on me. And I noticed that as I got into that little subtle judgment, that it also really subtly changed my mood, and that I became a little more fidgety and impatient, and I kind of stopped myself in the middle of that and challenged myself instead to meet the person who was speaking just right where they were. And I started to get curious about who the person really was, what they were sharing with me, and why it was important to them in this moment. And I felt myself just kind of extending more compassion to that person, and even getting curious about what their life situation was and the kinds of challenges that they might be having, and how what they were sharing might be a reflection of just whatever they were experiencing in this moment. And I found that when I challenged myself to meet them just for who they are in the moment, that I started to feel much more peaceful, that I felt just a greater sense of just general compassion and well-being, and that the more I did this, the more expansive that feeling became. So I stayed at it, and whoever spoke on the Zoom call, I would actually pin them so I could see them more closely, and really took it on as a personal challenge to see how centered and present I could be to them. And the reward actually came to me, which is this beautiful sense of just being at peace. And so I thought I should share this and see if this works for other people as well. And so I would challenge you to, in whatever place you're interacting, whether it's on Zoom or just in your day-to-day life, to practice just really meeting people where they are. I know I'm going to take this off the Zoom platform as well, and just see if I can deepen my ability to really fully be present to people. Not only because it's great for them, but really because it's great for me, because the sense of just kind of quiet peace that came from it was so much better than the Zoom fatigue that so many of us are experiencing. So if you feel moved to, join me in this challenge. And if you do, please share what you learn on any level. Is there more effective ways to do this? Are there good questions you're asking yourself that help you to get centered? Anything you've got to share would be fantastic. I think it will help all of us. So I look forward to hearing what you learn as you practice being present and meeting people just where they are.